Hey everyone, so welcome to this video, and in this video we are going to see the code of Dfs algorithm, right? And in the previous video we have discussed about the Dfs algorithm, and I've shown you how you can run the Dfs traversal on multiple graphs, right? So here in this video I'll show you how you can do the Dfs traversal on this graph, and then after that we'll see the code. So I'll pass root node, that is 0, to the function which is calculating the DFS, right? And mark this node as visited and write it here. So 0 is connected with 1 and 3, and both these nodes are unvisited, so we have two options here. So let's go to node number 1. Okay, now mark this node as visited and write it here. 1 is connected with 0 and 2, but 0 is already visited, so we have only one option, that is 2. So we'll go to node number 2 and mark this node as visited and write it here. Okay, now node number 2 is connected with 1, 3 and 4, but 1 is already visited, so we have two options here, that is 3 and 4. So let's go to node number 4 and mark this node as visited and write it here. Now for node number 4, it is connected with only 2, and that is already visited, so there is no other options, so it will return back to node number 2. Okay, and again for node number 2 we have three options, that is 1, 3 and 4, but 1 and 4 are visited, so we are left with only one option, that is 3. So we'll go to node number 3, right, and mark this node as visited and write it here. For node number 3 we have two options, that is 0 and 2, but these nodes are already visited, so there is no other option. Okay, so in that case it will return to node number 2. And again for node number 2, it is connected with 1, 3 and 4, but all these nodes are visited, so there is no other option, and it will return back to node 1. For node 1 also there is no other option, so it will return back to node 0, and 0 will return back to the main function. And this is the DFS output. Okay, now let's see the code. So this is the code for basic graph, and here is the visited matrix, right? So here I'll create a DFS function, void DFS, and I'll pass the root node here, right? So the first step is to mark the node as visited, so I will mark u as visited. Okay, now second step is to print that node, right? And third step is to go to the unvisited nodes. Okay, so we'll use for each loop auto it g of u, because we need to traverse all these nodes. Okay, and here we need to check whether the nodes are unvisited or not, so using if condition we can check that visited of it, and if it is unvisited then we'll call the DFS function DFS of it. So this is the basic recursion. Okay, now we just need to call this DFS function in main, and here we need to pass the root, that is 0, right? Now let's run this. So here n is the number of edges and m is the number of nodes. 1 second. So it is compiled successfully. Now if I run this, so we need to create this graph. So here we have 5 nodes and 5 edges. Okay, now the first edge 0, 1 and 0, 3, 0, 1, 0, 3, then we have 1, 2, 2, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, and then we have 2, 3, right? So this is the output 0, 1, 2, 4, 3 and 0, 1, 2, 4, 3. Okay, so this is how you can code the DFS algorithm, right? So that's it for this video. Thank you.